people are just way better than me.
Yeah, that was my hesitation too, until Friday the 13th just made me have to play online games. Hi! Yeah. It's night 5 of the Night Marathon 9. I am your host, Spooky Jake. We have also Mr. Mullins, Ghost, Tam, CJ, and Pinkston.
Did you tweet this out, Jake?
Is either what?
Did you tweet this out?
I did tweet this one. Great. I was going to say someone's either frying bacon or washing dishes.
There's just a singular cat food washing off from a spoon.
Gotcha. Understood.
That's what that was.
Understood. Awesome. So, yes, real names. Up top, we have Phil. Again, we have Jill. Phil and Jill. That's fun. Hey. We have Tamara. We have Carlin and Aaron. Tonight, friends and neighbors, we will be watching The Nun. If you've read the title, you would know that, or look at the thumbnail. So I'm sure you already knew that. And have already procured it from the streaming service of your choice. I've looked at it on Apple TV. Uh-oh. Someone's going to get got. Yeah, I saw you do it, Tam. I saw you do it. Muted. Appreciate it. So there's going to be... mine goes straight into the movie. Again, I just checked it out. I don't know if anybody is getting it on Amazon or anything. Just check out wherever you get it from. Make sure that when you press play, it goes straight into the Warner Brothers logo. Moody and cloudy like.
Yeah, Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime, you should be able to start at 0. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So then just back up to 0, and in a couple minutes, we'll get headed back in. We all gather a little bit ahead of time to just make sure we're all on the stream before we go live most of the time. And Phil was just railing against some of the plot holes he thought about in Annabelle creation after the fact. Phil, did you want to discuss any of that?
I mean, sure. I mean, I don't know if everyone's joining us. This is all being compiled right into one video at the end.
It's got to be one video.
Okay. Yeah. So the two things, I'll just do 2 short things because otherwise I'd talk all day and we wouldn't start the movie. But the first, most obvious is if the demon has essentially this form where he can break people's fingers from miles away, why would he ever choose to be in the human body that is just much weaker, slower, can be pushed around,
and had polio?
And had polio, as opposed to just be the demon who can kill people from the shadows.
Sure.
And then my other one was the demon is supposedly locked away for 12 years where it can't do anything, but somehow at the perfect time it can send messages to the polio girl, unlock doors, whisper, do all sorts of things while supposedly still locked away.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Couple gaps.
More movie bullshit.
Couple gaps in there. Sure.
Yeah, there's more, but
maybe they'll address it in Annabelle Comes Home. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see on Friday.
There's a good comment in response by Tilt if you want to put that up.
Because the goal isn't to kill people, it's to harvest souls. Okay, Phil. So basically, take it easy, bro.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, how do you harvest souls then? Is it just sucking out their soul like he did to the one girl? Because he probably also could have done that as a demon a lot quicker than walking after them as polio girl.
But it's also a demon, so it likes to mess with people, and it's psychological.
Right. Everybody gang up on Phil. Now,
yeah,
go,
that's
go,
fine.
go,
I can take it.
I'm not denying
Just the movie, Phil.
Yeah.
They have to give them up willingly, Phil.
I would disagree with that comment. I don't think polio girl gave up willingly because the other girl kind of crawled on top of her and spit gunk into her mouth.
I kind of feel like that's. I feel like that's true too, and also it doesn't look like Anthony LaPaglia was very willing during his whole bit of business.
You mean like the finger breaking part, or
the typer? I think stealing souls is covered in Conjuring 1 more. To be honest, it's a process.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and to be fair, that's the only one I saw of the series. So maybe they have a nice, rich backstory that I need to learn.
Yeah.
But coming in at creation.
Exactly.
Symbols.
I think you better take in the entire scripture before you start speaking out of turn.
Not bad.
Speaking of the scripture.
Absolutely. Let's get to the Nun. I'm going to share.
Does anyone know if they're doing Conjuring 3?
They are. That one is already on the books. I think they were supposed to already be filming it too, but COVID.
Oh, I think it's probably already done. I think it was supposed to come out now-ish.
Oh, really?
Maybe even before. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's cool. So that'll be a 2021 or maybe not for sure. I mean, we'll see when we get back into movie theaters. These are movies that they're going to hold on until theaters happen, if they ever happen. All right, y'all. So if you've been with us before, this is the last night. This is going to be a smooth operation because the last 2 films of the franchise are currently on HBO Max. So some of us will be like a minute and a half in before the movie even starts. But I'm going to do a 3, 2, 1, go. On go, we all press play, and away we go. And we're going to watch The Nun together as a friend unit.
I'm so excited.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
No, hold on.
Okay.
Damn it. It was all set up, and then I checked it.
Yeah, I engaged in a little too much conversation this time. My Apple TV also closed, so I had to reopen it while Phil was telling his stories.
Yeah, that's a new thing. I'm
Well,
not
you
a
should
fan
have
of the
told me so
update.
I could have done the same thing. Because I'm on my Roku tonight. Okay, 1 second.
Yeah.
Really...
We're cool, y'all. Let's see. We got some other selections here. While Carlin's figuring that out, we could watch an episode of Hot Ones over here. We could watch the Dunecast Q&A. We could watch Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure free with ads on YouTube Movies.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
I've been looking up G5 tutorials, so that's... All right, here we go. Everybody get set. Pull up your movie. And 3, 2, 1, go.
Of course it didn't play.
All right.
Great.
I'm so excited.
Great.
Pretty bad.
So this is directed by Corin Hardy, who I believe is an Irishman. He directed a small horror movie called The Hollow, which came out a few years before this.
Familiar.
The Hollow looks really cool.
Haunted. I think it's like a haunted forest kind of movie.
Yeah, Irish
I
movie.
did not see it.
More and different production company logos ahead of this one.
Yeah, definitely.
Getting into some more foreign financing, looks like. Oh, guys, Conjuring 2 spoilers.
Well, that's a nun.
Hold on. Could that be Mr. Mullins?
None of that, Phil. None of that.
Fun little trivia. The actress who plays the nun, does anybody know what other important role she has played before? What she might be notable for?
I would have to see her first. I have no idea who's in this movie other than Thaisa Farmiga.
No, the actual the nun.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I think I've read this, but I forgot.
I know. I heard this too.
She was the homeless / garbage monster in Mulholland Drive.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, so she was the one who played the nun in The Conjuring too?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's dope.
The titular nun, Jake.
Gotcha. I thought there was like a nun who was going to change into the nun. I didn't know what I thought this was like American Werewolf in London kind of thing, or American Werewolf in Paris, depends on if you like the 90s
or maybe
or
an Annabelle creation starring the nun.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember. remember her from that TV show. God, what was it called?
Young or old?
American Horror Story.
The young one? The old one?
Yeah, she's from season 1.
I don't know
No,
who you're
the young
talking
one.
about.
She's from season 1.
Okay.
The young one.
Trespasses.
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 Thank you.
Oh no.
It's pretty cool looking.
So is this a different director than yesterday's movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know who it is
Yeah.
or what they did.
Okay.
The guy who did the Hollow, Jake.
Oh yeah, you just said. Oh my god.
Um,
Long
yeah,
week, guys.
I don't. I think. Yeah. I think every other director. Well, let's see. We got 2 more after this, right?
Yeah.
I think they're all unique.
That's cool.
Yeah. Whoa.
Well, she casts reflections, so we know that she's not a vampire.
Just
Yeah.
yeah, we'll keep knocking things
Who
off
would
the
it be if
list.
she was a vampire? I want to watch that movie.
The nun vampire.
There's got to be a vampire nun movie.
There's some Hammer film, yeah, the Vampire Nuns or something. I'm sure.
We've got to make it if not.
He's pretty.
Sir.
Yikers.
Now, hold on. He hasn't checked for a pulse.
big yikes. Oh god. That
She wouldn't
that
still
just
be
would
bleeding.
terrifying. No, even from the crow eating her?
What if it was like the next morning?
God. Maybe. She looked really like she'd been up there a while, though.
She did. You're
Yeah,
right. She
that's
really
true.
did.
Oh. She's in space.
Michael Smiley. Yeah.
I thought he said shit. Father Burke. Shit.
How come everyone always speaks English?
Mm-hmm.
In
thinking
Romania,
that too.
in the Vatican.
Because it's for a broad.
I hate
It's for a
that.
broad
Mhm.
audience.
Yeah,
I know, but
It's
that
for a
Americans hate subtitles.
broad American audience.
Yeah.
I agree, Carlin.
They didn't in Suspiria. They spoke a lot of German in that one.
God, I gotta watch that still.
Mm-hmm.
You liked that movie, right, Jake?
I love that movie.
Okay. I listened to the movie about it, and I was sort of in between both of you guys.
Yeah. I think she is great. I just love Thaisa. I think she's fantastic.
This actress here, I
Yeah.
love her so much.
Mm-hmm.
I hope this whole movie gets really into the weeds on Catholic Church politics.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that would be the best if we just spend the whole time talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, there's nothing I love better than religion and politics combined.
Yep. Mysterious Ways. Yeah. I didn't know there were police cars that had that kind of siren in 52.
What is it?
Ooh.
Not so innocent.
She's pretty innocent, man.
Yeah.
No, didn't you see that? She painted that girl's nose.
It's
Do you
true.
think dinosaurs are real,
She's
Jake?
got a rebel
That's true.
streak.
It's true. You guys make some really good points. Nose painting and a belief in the prehistoric. So none of that, young man. None of that.
Mm-hmm.
Step back, sir.
Bro, just chill. You
Whoa. Whoa.
Put something over your unders, sir.
So yummy.
Sir.
He kind of looks like Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, I love Shia LaBeouf so much.
Me too. Now I find him attractive.
Now, because of what?
Now that someone pointed out he looks like Shia LaBeouf.
Now because of this guy? Okay. Well, now the outfit makes sense. That's something Shia would wear.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you're right.
Absolutely.
He's got at least 5 inches on Shia.
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
talking Are you talking upstairs or downstairs?
No, based on what we can see there.
Whoa. Whoa, guys. Whoa.
This movie's already getting to you.
Did anyone catch why she's there?
No, the Vatican
She
called
was-
upon her for some reason.
The Vatican
yeah,
has.
she was kind of chosen to.
Ah!
They don't really know why.
Yeah,
was
she
funny.
doesn't know why, but she was chosen to go help this. Maybe they're going to that.
Yeah, they're going to the
Church?
church to like investigate what happened, make sure that there aren't any like evil spirits or anything.
Yeah.
Maybe she was chosen because of her belief in dinosaurs. They figured she's got an open mind.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're like
I like it.
she's almost
Well,
not
I
good.
was thinking maybe because she didn't. Yeah, I figured it was because she hasn't taken her vows.
Yeah,
So
I
they're
think
looking
that's
for somebody who's
too.
a nun that is of the
They
faith
want
that isn't
someone-
necessarily susceptible to the
Right.
demon.
And she was just the
They want-
closest.
They want to like test, someone that they can test their faith.
Oh God, I hope they fall in love. I don't.
Yeah, me too.
I kind of hate when I find out someone's a nun in a movie. Like, then you're not gonna kiss anyone. Damn it.
Novitiate.
Novitiate.
Let's find out, bro.
They're absolutely gonna kiss.
Yeah. One.
And
day.
Oh,
then
yeah.
someone's gonna die. He'll probably die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna
Allowing
go.
her.
He's gonna go to make out with her, and she's gonna turn out to be the nun and bite his face.
I hate when that happens.
You sure you haven't seen this movie, Jake?
I haven't. But if
Has
that's
anyone-
true, I
I
called it
think
right
that she's
now.
going to sacrifice herself by jumping out the window.
Has any of us seen this?
I think she's going to sacrifice herself
Aaron-
to save somebody else and become the nun.
Aaron's seen it.
Aaron saw it.
That's right. That's right. Jump out a window. I like that. I like that.
Ooh, good atmosphere.
Yeah.
I just learned that if you watch this on Amazon, you get trivia alongside the movie.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So now I know where this was filmed.
Romania?
Corvin Castle in a place that I can't pronounce. Transylvania,
Yeah.
Romania, and near Bucharest.
Sweet.
What is his accent? He said he's French Canadian.
Yeah, I know the actor's
All over
French,
the place.
so it's probably his actual accent. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, have you seen the Paul Verhoeven movie Elle?
Yeah.
Is there anyone else? Yeah, he's the son.
Oh,
He's
okay.
Elle's son in that movie.
Maybe.
So far, I think that the sets and the backdrops are really cool.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Like it's gorgeously located and shot, but that is
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna happen no matter what. Uh-oh.
That's cool. Yeah, it's kind of an.
Oh, I hate it. Oh,
I love it.
oh.
I'm amazed he cover his nose. Pig shit, on the other hand, he has to cover his nose. But dead bodies, not so much.
She's frozen. Yeah.
Ah!
Popsicle.
Huh.
That won't come back in a horror set piece or anything.
No.
You can definitely
Hogwarts.
put a whole movie just around
Yeah,
that bell.
totally.
I think John Goodman's in this movie.
I don't think so. Taste it. If you don't know the answer to something, just look really serious and walk away.
I do that at least 5 times a day.
I've officially learned a lot. Just frown upon it.
Why the spitting? I don't get that.
I'm so glad you stuck with them.
To ward off evil.
The bro spits. I just don't understand.
Evil hates bros.
Oh God. The nun has finally met her match.
If this movie was like a teen comedy where it's like a fraternity versus the nun, I'd watch it.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
Holy shit, that would be amazing.
Now we're
I'd watch
talking.
two, or then it could be the vampire versus the bros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can anyone remember? So in Conjuring 2, Patrick Wilson is painting the image of the nun. It was just a vision he had.
A
Yeah.
dream,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a dream. And I know that
Yeah.
obviously Vera Farmiga or Lorraine was seeing the nun in her dreams throughout that movie. So okay, yeah, that's what I thought I could remember. It's a pretty loose connection.
The first time she saw it though was in the basement at Amityville.
Right. Valak.
Valak. I don't like it.
Oh, geez, Louise.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I saw her head move.
Can people just smell that on her?
Seriously.
Mm-hmm. She was also just not wearing her habit.
This.
Is his head missing?
Yep.
Oh, Oh no, I want him to stay so bad. They're about to get in so much nun trouble.
that was the alternate title. For
Nun
this
trouble.
Too much nun trouble.
Movie. Yeah, they decided it didn't really fit with the tone of the movie.
It was just nonsense.
Marketing teams are sort of
Oh,
weird.
this must be a head.
Oh no,
Never follow anyone who moves in slow motion.
no,
Yes.
definitely. Also, when her cape is blown by wind and there is no wind, that's another thing. Also, just don't follow a nun at night. I think.
Don't follow a nun at night.
I think probably.
Tamra.
Don't follow a nun at night. Yeah, I think that was a Hammer film.
Oh no.
All right, bro. Oh, good.
Uh-oh. Well,
Sure, there's a practical reason for this.
Yeah, maybe she's just tying up a boat.
Dumb.
I'm just tying up this boat. Okay.
Whew.
I wasn't expecting it from that direction.
No. Fuck. Fuck. Okay. Listen.
Oh, good. I crawled into this foggy cover.
Is that a clown? Oh, Jesus Christ. You gotta call an Uber, bro.
Yeah, I'd
Outta
probably
there.
just sleep in the graveyard.
I really thought that what was gonna happen was her bell was gonna. Well, she doesn't have a bell, but one of those bells was gonna start ringing. It's like, oh no.
Oh, just wait. It'll happen.
Sure, yeah. It's
That's the
definitely
picture
coming.
from before.
Yeah, same picture from creation.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So the
How-
other, this is the convent.
It's so interesting because she usually is not the wide-eyed innocent. She's usually so much more like cynical and
Yeah.
I think it's that hairdo.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're so right.
It's her eyes. Look at her eyes,
It's
man. She
indeed.
never does this character. It's great. She's doing very well with it, but it's more of the Conjuring universe business where everybody's just like this lamb in the woods being led to the Annabelle.
Hey guys, did you know that every background for church scenes had to be done from scrap as it is banned in Romania to film actual churches?
Wow.
Whoa.
Phil, you are a knowledgeable fellow.
Yeah, I definitely pulled that from my head.
Oh, not a kid again.
Phil, I had a little bit of a lag. What did you say?
It's just a trivia that says that Romania bans actual filming of churches.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you said that the whole like Catholic Church banned them from filming this in their churches altogether. I was a little confused.
Oh, poor buddy. Daniel.
I hope this movie is about an older man learning not to question himself.
My cat is yelling into my microphone for some reason.
I thought he was hearing a cat.
Movie.
Way to break the mood, Ike.
There's not really much of a mood. It's
I know
okay.
he fell asleep reading. But why does he have his shoes on?
For sure. I always question that. Take your shoes off.
It's a penance thing. It's Catholics do it. They sleep with their shoes on to not get too comfortable, you know.
To always be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I sleep with my shoes on if I'm at like a Motel 6. So maybe this is just his version of a Motel 6.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's extremely fair.
You need an armor, need a layer.
Jake, this isn't sponsored by Motel 6, right?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I do not have any sponsors.
So I'll make sure I didn't just shoot you down.
Keep them coming, bro.
Uh-oh.
Take down every corporate person you can think of.
This is
Do you
actually
want me
just
to
a
try and
commercial
chill for any of
for
them?
Motel 6.
Oh, Daniel.
Damn it, Daniel.
Damn it, Daniel.
Daniel or Danielle? No, I don't even know how they pronounce it.
He's a fast little boy. Definitely a regular human boy.
You can be as fast as
Absolutely.
you want if you're dead.
I think you stay out of the woods at night. The creepy nun infested.
The graveyard woods by the old church, following the boy
Yeah.
that you killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I don't understand like if he clearly thinks it's Daniel or not.
Yeah,
Right.
like
How,
is
how
he?
Totally.
stupid is he?
No, like is he trying to? He knows something is using him, so he wants to follow it to the source. I mean,
Right.
I would just, take those shoes off and make fists with your toes.
Mm-hmm.
Calm
I mean,
down a
it's-
little bit.
It's quite the coincidence that he just told the story just the day, during the day before he has this.
Not coincidence at all. It is perfect screenwriting. You set it up and then you immediately pay it off immediately before anybody forgets.
Yeah, that's right. I'm surprised they haven't run a flashback to him.
Oh, that's cool.
I've
it
never
was
seen
cool.
that. I have never seen that. That
It was cool for one shot.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Does he
This
get
is
a
like
bell?
this is like the college party Hellraiser.
Here lies Father Anthony Burke. Is this just a dream? What is happening here?
No, that's some shit that happened.
I'm not going to say that he deserved it, but he deserved it for following Daniel, who he knows died, and being like, well, I'll just figure this out.
So he had sinned. His was a sin of pride and determination. She has not sinned unless a dinosaur comes for her right now.
Yeah, exactly. Uh-oh. Well, it looks like
Oh yeah.
she's got a little guest.
We technically don't know that she hasn't sinned.
Oh
We've only
boy.
seen her for like 40 minutes of her life.
But she hasn't monologued at us yet.
That's true. Maybe when she was 15, she was really into like meth.
Yeah, that's true. She
Yep.
strikes me as that type.
For sure. The late 40s were all about that meth.
Yeah. Time period lines up.
About math. And I'm like,
Yeah,
they
this
don't
is
know
math.
church.
They do not
Women
want you to
they don't get to know math.
No, I mean,
This is wild, totally non sequitur. I have the Cubs
I
game
thought the
running on my
cat-
TV, and somebody is flying a drone over the field, So like all the players like have to get off the field. Maybe sorry.
Does that say eerie chanting?
I got to turn mine up. I don't hear it.
Me either.
Oh, there it is.
I hear it.
Yeah.
Oh. So good. It's my favorite song.
I wonder how they got the license to it.
Is this Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
Yeah.
I think this is Taylor Swift.
Yeah. It definitely sounds like T Swift.
I don't know about you.
Oh, man.
The fans that voted for the series are going to be really mad that we're not taking this movie more seriously.
I feel like the movie has to earn it. And this is one of those movies you talk through. Like,
Yeah.
it's not giving us enough to like really attach to. Oh.
I'm having a much better experience this way than I did seeing this in a movie theater.
Yeah.
Sure. I could see that. I'm not hating this movie for sure, but I am definitely enjoying it more, like talking through it with you guys.
Yeah. If you were giving it more of your attention, you'd be a little madder about it.
I think you're right.
It's just very slow, and it's also not like there were characters.
It's
more
so dull.
characters
Yeah, they
actively
really
care
given
about
us
the
a
other
reason.
movie.
Yeah, they haven't really given us a reason to care about any of these people. I mean, I feel like if you're Catholic or something, you might just instinctively, but
Maybe.
Why would she assume that that's the mother?
Absolutely. 1,000,000,000%. That's exactly right. Why would she think that that's the father?
Oh, there we go. Okay,
He
good.
must be buried. That makes sense.
Ooh.
Good Lord.
Uh-oh.
You got to dig them all up.
Ice cream man.
She just fell asleep standing up.
She has visions.
Visions. Yeah,
That's
she's
the one
determining which
thing-
one.
That's the one thing she told us.
Oh, I must have missed that part. Start digging.
What a relief. Holy shit. What an incredibly amazing relief that must be. He should have Kill Billed it.
I know. I was thinking he's got to Kill Bill his way out of there. Just like
My cat is yodeling. I'm so sorry.
Isn't that what she does, right?
yeah.
Uh-oh. And I'm just like, uh-oh. Taylor Swift again.
Now, hold on, that could be anybody clawing at that.
We got how many mosquitoes are in this house?
Oh no. That's scarier than the nun for sure.
Oh.
Ooh. Hate that. Hurry, please. If you don't mind.
Whoa.
Fucking shoot.
I'm glad you censored yourself on shoot. I thought they knocked him out pretty early, like given the fact that we have 3 characters.
Ooh.
No, so there's a clue too. Grab them.
Oh.
I want him to immediately start asking about Daniel. Did you see Daniel?
Oh, he fucking loves puzzles, guys.
Yeah. So we know she has visions, and we know this guy loves the jumble.
Like
Like the so
have
many
this-
crossword puzzle together.
they have this
Team.
killer series that's already a period piece. Who was it who made the decision that was like more churchy and older timey? Like the nun in modern day. Give me a little more of that. Not modern day, but like the 70s or whenever the Warrens are.
Yeah. Well, it just feels like such a stretch to try to connect this with our Conjuring series that we already have.
Yeah, this is a pretty true spin-off. I don't think there's a lot of
Yeah.
direct lines between this and the main series.
Definitely. This is reminding me a lot of Dracula on Netflix.
Her
Did you guys
habit's
watch
pretty.
that?
Mm.
No, the series.
Yeah, it's excellent.
Oh, nice.
I loved it.
So you're loving this.
This is my favorite movie, you guys.
Okay, good.
I'm enjoying.
Well, you don't remember any of the other movies you've ever seen before this one, so
That's exactly right. I'm not hating this, but it certainly is a bit silly.
Do you find it scary, Jake?
No.
Okay. I didn't know what your standard for scary was anymore, so.
Annabelle Creation was very scary to me.
So, as somebody who hasn't watched the Conjuring movie, did they just think like the idea of this evil nun was so cool that she deserved her own movie?
The nun sequence in Conjuring 2
The nun-
was excellent.
Yeah.
So
I
that's where this whole spin-off kind of
It had
came
nothing
from,
to
is
do with
one
Conjuring
excellent
1.
scene.
Yeah. Yeah, the Conjuring 2, like
From
she was part of
Conjuring
the
2, yeah.
trailer. The sequence was expertly done by James Wan. And so people were kind of obsessed with the nun from that movie.
well, and she turns out to be like the main evil, the demon that constitutes itself as this nun figure, Valak, turns out to be sort of the big bad in the sequel. So
But I wonder if that's because of this spin-off movie or if that was always the intention.
Oh yeah, no, it was just from the Conjuring 2. It was just for that, I think.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a fun
good.
sign.
Just rolled in with his crucifix. He was wondering if he could put him up for the night.
Hey, bartender, thanks for speaking for the whole audience.
How are we doing? Okay, halvesies, waysies. Valak.
Valak. And they're Conjuring too.
You better run.
Yeah,
You better do a little Indiana Jones slide underneath that door.
this guy was
Oh.
just buried alive like 8 hours ago, and he's already forgotten everything.
Yeah, actually, for real. Like, I mean, I guess he's a man of faith, so he has to stick around. But the second you get out of the ground, you leave.
You're done there now.
You at least like go back to town and be like, "We're going to call for backup," and you bring over like 4,000 priests and nuns.
Yeah, you come back
Yeah.
with backup for sure. Absolutely. Say what you will about Valak, though, but the Marquis of Snakes is a pretty solid.
Yes, that is.
That's a solid
It's a great
nickname.
moniker. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Good old Duke.
Good place for an abbey, then. Oh, it's Sunnydale. This is Sunnydale.
Yes.
This is normal.
Sure.
I thought that was just a Christmas ornament.
Those are the Knights of Templar.
Definitely.
Oh, is this an Assassin's Creed game?
War of man.
Yep.
Oh, that's just Judy.
She's a real bitch.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Interesting that she was crying.
Yeah, that's creepy.
She's probably scared. Man, that is good mirror placement. Oh, they put her in that room? Wow.
Oh my god. My cat just scared me to death by jumping on me. Her little tail flicked my arm, and I swore it was Judy the bitch.
Judy, I swear to God. Literally. So they're both stuck in
I'm
here.
wondering
The
about
gate
the
is
heavy
closed.
breathing again with the balloons.
Mhm.
He's not stuck.
Oh, is he stuck on the outside? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember, he didn't do the Indiana Jones thing.
I thought that he was on the inside. I was totally wrong.
The filter on your voice, for starters. Ooh, tell us more about it.
Okay, well.
That was
pretty
weird.
Oh my god, this guy's a huge moron. Did the demon take his short-term memory?
You're really gonna reach up to her like that? What the fuck are you doing, bro? Ew, Judy. Nasty. That's a spooky ass castle, though. Pretty cool.
It was built by an evildoer doing some evil.
It's always the best castles.
Yeah, they're the best architects.
What are you doing, girlfriend?
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
More of that imagery, guys. Let's do that every 3 to 5 minutes. Keep me into this thing.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get it one more time and the movie will end.
Ew.
Occupied.
Those are good. Oh, yucky. That was a good face of terror, though, when she saw her in the corner. That was great.
I like to think every time the bones crack, it's just Valak like cracking his knuckles.
Yeah, totally. Like, well, let me tell you.
I'm gonna punch you real good.
Why all the fucking dramatics, too? Like, if you're gonna kill these people, just kill them. Why are you dressing up as other people?
Oh wait, I saw this in Home Alone. So someone's gonna trip on those balls,
Oh my god, is that Macaulay Culkin?
and then a paint can's gonna fall on their head.
I just like the sequencing doesn't really pay off. Like it doesn't build much.
Mm-mm. No, right.
Not the way these other films have.
Yeah, totally. Like they're doing scary things and like it's scary sequences happening, but it really doesn't pay off.
Well, they're also just not. Maybe it's because we're an hour in and it kind of already.
Yeah.
Like if they're trying to get my soul, they haven't got it. So like
yeah.
I'm just not as invested or what. But every time one of these sequences started in the other movies, I was like, "Ooh, time for a roller coaster."
Mm-hmm.
This time I'm like, "Ooh, okay."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I think you talked about is there's just like no reason to care for these characters.
Yeah, and they're also like you said, like that older priest. Every decision he makes, you're like, you deserve to die.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, of course, if I care for anyone in this film, it's her.
Yeah, of course. But I'm also like,
still, yeah.
I'm coming to it with so much affection for her from other stuff. Like
Totally.
Yeah,
And-
you care for her for the actress, not for the character she's playing.
Yeah.
exactly. And like this is awesome looking. Like this
Yeah.
hallway is super cool looking.
Yeah.
But for what?
I mean,
Oh,
I think it also, it doesn't really take place in the quote unquote real world. It's such an insular,
Yeah.
um, environment being so heavy, like in the church.
Mhm.
I just don't think
True.
it's as relatable,
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
That's true.
She's giving it her all though.
Why?
It's a little hellbound here,
Yeah.
sort of running through the halls of the underworld.
You
quiet.
think?
Demons can't hear you breathing.
Has he just been standing there since we last left him?
Yes.
Yeah, it's been like 35 minutes, and he's just really trying to like piece his life together.
You guys gotta stop following nuns around. Obviously, that hasn't worked for you in the past. You have to stop. Why would you go in there? That's so stupid. Oh my god. Oh, this went
I mean,
from
this
like,
movie
oh yeah, this
is
is
set up a little bit differently.
Yeah.
I mean, they're there to investigate. I mean, it's no different than the Warrens hunting down the ghosts or the
Okay.
demons specifically.
but the
It's true.
Warrens know
That's a
what they're
good point.
doing.
Yeah.
It feels like these people are not doing it the right
Yeah,
way.
if they were coming in, I don't feel like they're investigators. Like
No.
if they came in with a little bit more like,
know how.
yeah, not even or even like a methodology, like something
Yeah.
they were kind of following. If they were like questioning people, if they were going through the motion, if they made it a little more procedural in that way, then maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus, didn't they like do all their investigation after night one when he got thrown into a grave? Like, what else needs to be investigated?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, that
Part
there's
of it
evil
too is
here.
that they're kind of stuck there. They have to wait till the next day for the dad to come get them.
Okay, there we go.
They don't really have anywhere to go. I mean, they could wander through the woods and probably die.
Yeah. Well, he could. She couldn't even get out.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You gotta let Daniel go, buddy.
I think that represents his guilt, you guys.
Yeah.
What? No.
Yeah.
I just don't understand the evil coming out. Like, ew, gross. Daniel, that's nasty, bud. I don't understand why this evil is just standing there and like menacingly growling.
Yeah, she's not a very active villain in this.
I do not.
Oh, good. It's a praying climax. Oh no, there's still a half hour left.
It's a pray off.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
pray.
I was gonna say, Jake, there's a little bit to go.
You know, at least this one has the common decency of being 90 minutes. As opposed to all the
I freaking love to see that when I'm starting a movie I know I'm not gonna love.
Yeah, if this was an hour and 40 minutes like any of the other Conjuring movies, then that would be rough. Breaking necks, cashing checks.
Half of the Mary's face fell off, kind of like in Annabelle Creations.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
He just figured out what 7 down is.
I was
He is
kind of
an
hoping like one of them
investigator.
says Annabelle or something.
Oh my god, I love that Valak literally was like, "You'll never find another way in, Father," and he's literally it's just the deliveries. It's so stupid. Oh my god, it's so stupid.
Better go follow that bell. Yeah.
Better follow that bell that's mysteriously moving. Definitely should do that versus helping this poor innocent woman that I've brought here. Zombie.
Oh my god. Spare me the trumpets, bro.
So that music is exciting.
Oh, they were
Sure.
French horns, because he's Frenchy.
Oh boy.
Plus, it would have shot through her into you, Father.
Well, he can't commit suicide, so.
Oh,
that's
sure,
the
sure.
next best thing.
We haven't even discussed like flailing or any of the like penitence shit, you know?
Yeah.
This movie is strictly for Catholics. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. It looked like he was writing a D and was just going to write die in English on her back.
What I don't understand is why they did a pentagram. I mean, an upside down pentagram is like Satan, but just a pentagram is different.
Maybe Valak was hanging upside down, so he thought that's the right way.
It's all a matter of perspective.
That's good.
Yeah, just praying. That's the only.
Hot.
Are you saying this chapel oculist me? Come on.
So their ghosts have been holding back the demon. That's pretty cool.
So is this to say that there were no nuns ever? Who was he delivering to?
Yeah. who
No,
was he
just
delivering
in
to?
recent history. Maybe the one that was hung was the last one.
Mm.
But they just been like, she's been chilling with him.
They dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so their ghosts have been saving the abbey.
Yeah, you had it a while ago. There you go.
He's like, well, I don't know. Let's investigate a bit more. Oh my god. That was uncalled for.
So, let me get this straight. Frenchie is stronger than a demon and can physically restrain it by himself.
That was some fake ass looking fire. That looks better.
Shotgun to the head always takes a demon out.
Frenchie, that was a stunt person.
I love that you break the fourth wall, but you still are you're still referring to him as his character's name.
Yeah, bud.
But kiss Frenchie first. Oh.
But let me show you a nobler one. Yeah.
This is real religious heavy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of Jesus stuff going on.
Yeah, a lot of Jesus stuff for
I
sure.
mean, it is called The Nun.
I was gonna say, for a movie called The Nun, that's so weird.
Is that how nuns take their vows? By laying face first on the ground?
I mean, I think if there's one thing you can see about the nun, is it really gets the details right.
Nothing they've done has gone right, except for maybe burning that last nun. And they are so confidently trotting down here to close the gateway to hell. What the fuck?
A little Da Vinci Code going on.
That had some Fifth Element vibes to it.
The key.
Yeah, that little weird key.
Yeah.
What happens if there's another earthquake? Or bomb?
So stupid.
You guys didn't appreciate that dialogue there. Holy shit, the holiest.
The holiest. I'm glad that they can work some comedy into this film. It really is calling for it. So stupid.
He's like a Disney prince. It's weird.
Yeah,
It does.
Totally
He is. It's the Frozen. He's the
It is.
guy.
Really-
It's exactly it. Yeah.
It really does not fit this movie at all.
His place in all
No.
of this is very stupid.
Yeah. It just couldn't be the two of them, though.
What's this one rated? Do you guys know?
I don't. I can look it up though, because I'm barely watching the movie now. R. It's rated R. Why?
Yeah,
Really?
I think because when you get into religious horror, people take that very seriously and
That's-
easily be offended.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
This
So
is
it
not
is.
an R-rated movie.
I mean, I think also like if the studio isn't like gonna push back on it, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there
I
is
mean,
a stigma against PG-13 horror.
Yeah, they've been crossing the 300 million boundary with R-rated movies the entire franchise. So
Yeah.
I'm a lot more likely to see a horror film in theaters if it's rated R. That just excites me a lot more.
I agree.
You're
I'm
You're
mostly
more likely, you said?
yeah. Me too. I mostly only see horror in theaters.
Yeah. Like, I'll probably see it if it's PG-13, but I'm gonna be raring to go if it's rated R.
Yeah.
A part coming up here. Yeah, I think this was in the trailer.
Why did they all just split up? What did I miss?
Absolutely. Why?
Movie bullshit.
What are they even doing? Like,
It's like Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. They just kind of got separated.
but they're like, these are like really evil demons. Why aren't they could just kill them? They're about to foil their entire demon plan, and the demons are like, I'm just gonna yell in her face a bit. Maybe that'll scare her off. But like, I'm pretty sure he could kill her. And I don't understand why he's not.
Maybe they only do like have deception and stuff as their tactics. Like the one nun hung herself. Like they deceived him into burying himself. No.
No, they definitely buried him. Uh-oh. Also, she has the blood of Christ around her neck. He could have just grabbed it real quick. Just like, yoink.
Yeah, but it was in the shape of a cross.
Sure, you're right.
I feel like it can't get it.
It's the black flame candle.
You know when you
He
find
really
yourself
is.
just in the middle of a pentagram?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty creepy.
He kind of gives me a Bruce Campbell look there.
He really does. Oh my god, totally. A little less fun.
Yeah, a lot less fun.
Oh man, could you imagine this movie with Bruce Campbell as the priest?
He would have made that one comedy line hilarious.
Yeah.
The holiest. It would have been hilarious.
I think that's the right call here.
Yeah. This is back out of there. God damn it.
Problem is, this dude's a total hornball, so.
Yeah. They did it for a second. They made it work for a second. That was the one sequence that felt Conjuring-y.
Yeah, that was cool.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, be possessed. Be possessed. Yeah.
Low blow, demon.
Seriously.
Nun with a shotgun.
Are you serious?
I mean, he really got her. I mean,
I thought Frenchie was strong enough to hold down demons.
How did the demon survive that sick burn from Frenchie, though? How is he still alive? Okay, the tongue thing has to stop. You absolutely have to like stop licking him with a snake. Oh, that fucking sucks. Ow. That's the worst.
I swear, every time I check to see how much time is left on this movie, it goes up.
How old is this water? Oh, shit, the chanting is so funny. Oh. Am I the only one? I do not find this nun to be scary looking in this film.
Not in this one.
The other ones, yeah, but his lips for some reason are not doing it for me.
I mean, it's just your basic Marilyn Manson look.
Yeah, yeah. What Frenchie is?
This demon is not thorough at all.
At all.
yeah.
You
This is
got
the
your
most-
Get the
kiss there,
kiss.
there
Got
you
that
go.
kiss.
Got a
This is
Sleeping
the way I
Beauty,
wanted
this
it.
Bitch. Got
This
a
is-
Sleeping Beauty, this bitch.
Definitely the way I wanted the kiss to happen. I hate that. I hate everything that just happened. Everything that just happened. I hate that she put Jesus' blood in her mouth. I hate it. I'm fuming. I'm livid about that.
I think she swallowed a little bit just to like,
I
feel
think
like
she
it's-
did. Yeah, absolutely.
Underwater, she was choking. Of course she did, man.
No, I mean on purpose. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's
yeah.
purpose.
Well,
Yeah.
the blood of Christ, it's given for you. Come on. Frenchy Canadian-y.
Oh my god. I roll. I roll.
She may have saved the world, but she still needed a man to save her.
Yeah, absolutely. She needed Jesus Christ's blood and Maurice's body.
That's right.
Oh, I'm upset.
There are some good comments, Jake, that you'll get to pick from the StreamYard stuff.
Yeah.
Again, everybody lived in this movie. I don't get it.
Usually there's at least some terror to go along with the other thing, but like, yeah. There is 0 body count. 1, the nun from the beginning.
Technically 2. There's 2 nuns in the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
No, that could have been a ghost too. We don't know that nun was alive.
The one who was dragged off in the darkness? I think that was... I think it doesn't make a lot of sense if that's just a ghost.
Jake, I wouldn't normally do this, but you owe me $4 for this movie.
Oh, guys. What do you think? Big reveal.
Seamless connection, guys.
Yeah.
Seamless.
It would have been better if, like, Outburst of Stomach would have been Annabelle the doll.
Well, up next on my Amazon Prime is Die Hard, so I love that.
That's pretty good.
It's a better movie.
Is there a mid-credit scare that we need to be watching for?
I guess we missed one last night.
What?
Something for the nun.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's okay though.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah, we can hop right off this thing.
I just scrolled through and I didn't see anything.
Cool. Guys,
Yeah,
the nun. That is an appropriate response. I mean, usually we expect this kind of thing when we get to like Hellraiser 4, Hellraiser 5, Hellraiser 6.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, that was a rough day.
Sure.
I mean, so we are 5 movies into a franchise. So this is kind of to be expected. So, would anybody like to synopsize The Nun? Spoilers, everyone. Spoilers if you're hoping to watch The Nun. Would anyone like to synopsize?
I think that sounds like someone's doing it.
Yeah, I thought that was an Aaron Resigned. I'm going to synopsize it.
That sigh of...
I don't know. I mean, I guess there's not really all that much to synopsize in this one. Basically, there's an old abbey in Bosnia, Romania. Sorry, that there's an evil presence there because, as we found out in the middle of the film, it was built by a man who had sort of a demonic intentions, built a hellmouth in the basement of this place. So the nuns who had lived there were terrorized. We saw that at the very beginning of the film. One sacrifices themselves by doing the "It's all for you, Damien" outside of the front of this abbey. She's discovered by this kooky character named Frenchie. Who I don't think we really know what his deal is. He's like a woodsman or I mean, I called him like a Disney prince.
Yeah, he's a taller
during
Shia
the movie.
LaBeouf, like delivery guy.
So he sees her, and then I guess the Vatican is notified, and they send a priest played by Damien Bashir, Oscar nominee Damien Bashir, and
For this movie?
Taissa Farmiga, who is a soon-to-be nun who hasn't taken her vows yet. They hang out for a little while, do their investigations, which doesn't really lead to much. I mean, that's sort of the front of it.
Yeah, that's the long and the short.
By the end,
it.
By the end, they figure out they have to seal up the
Hellmouth.
They have to seal up the Hellmouth, so the evil presence of Valak or whatever isn't set upon the world, and they succeed.
Kind of, because Valak shows up in Conjuring 2.
Obviously,
That's
comes back somehow. I don't know how. Or it comes back through Frenchie. So I guess the implication at the end is Valak has actually invaded Frenchie's body to become possessed, who then passes it on to Lorraine Warren.
Which is the footage we saw in Conjuring 1, blah, 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 whatever.
In Conjuring 1, though. I think they retcon it, right? I think it's actually a different actor in the footage in the Conjuring movie, and they just kind of put Frenchie in there. But that's sort of the concrete connection between this and the rest of the universe.
For sure. That's the way that they connected it in. And I mean, it makes sense then too, because she was supposed to kind of have the vision. It makes sense. But what doesn't make sense is the fact that this movie from start to finish is just like a snooze fest.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's
it really is. It's really dull. I mean, it makes some good use of its location. As some of you pointed out early on. I mean, it takes place in this really gothic kind of setting, very kind of Beauty and the Beast / Dracula / kind of Eastern European sort of gothic horror film. But it really doesn't do a lot with the care, like making you care about the characters or really get any investment in the actual story.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm
comic too. I feel like it wasn't taken seriously the way it was like shot and
I feel like it was
scripted.
I feel what you're saying. I feel like they took it the problem for me was there were no jokes. There was like 2 jokes. It was over serious the entire time to a point where you didn't care about anything.
Yeah.
And like the shooting of it, I see what you're saying. Like it wasn't taken seriously. Like there was one effective sequence in it that like truly effective. We all actually got quiet for a second and just kind of like watched it happen. And then they started doing some more bullshit again. But like some of the shots, they seem so haphazard, and like for some reason the camera's sideways all of a sudden and then panning down because I guess it's cool. I don't know. It didn't seem cool to me, and it didn't mean anything for the story. So like it felt haphazard, unplanned, poorly scripted, and uninteresting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it sort of suffers in that, in sort of the visuals, because the rest of the films have created like a very specific way that they're shot.
Well, with intention,
with some of that wild.
Everything
is
shot
with
with
some of that kind of wild camera movement. It tries to do that, but yeah, it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't really add up to anything here.
I'm so upset because it started off and I was like, sure, this is not anywhere near Conjuring 1 or 2, which I think I really enjoy those films a lot. I think they're really cool and good. I was like trying to stay on board, which is something I do a lot of the times with poorly made film. And so I was like really trying to stay on board. And then like halfway through, it just was so shitty. It was really like boring. And then at the end, I'm livid that she was able to underwater while being choked to death, was able to get a gulp full of Jesus Christ's blood and then to then not gasp for air or like spit it out, and then was able to keep her cool for like seconds upon seconds, and then spit it without taking a gasp of air. I'm furious about that.
You know what, Tamara? They talked the whole time about having to spit to ward off evil. So really, they that was Chekhov's spit. Okay.
It was heavily set up throughout.
I'm livid. I'm so upset.
It was not good. It was not good, and it's a shame because okay, the deck was stacked for me to not like this one. I don't like movies pre-Cars. I don't like movies with I'm not like super excited to watch a horse and buggy movie, and I'm also not super excited to watch a movie set in like deep like old Catholicism. That's just not my scene. I don't want. It's not going to be like, oh, let's check this one out.
Yeah.
But Thaisa, a big fan. I've enjoyed the other Conjuring movies. I even enjoyed Annabelle way more than this.
Oh, by far, yeah.
Here's the thing, though. You say pre-Cars. This movie takes place in 1952.
Oh yeah. So I mean,
you think it would take place in 1852?
It does feel like 1852.
Until you see the crossword puzzle, I was like, wait, when is this set?
Right.
It's so out of place here.
Yeah.
They must be pretty remote. That must be their thinking.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, sure.
So.
Anything?
So I liked it probably about halfway through. So I don't have the same kind of experience that you guys do. I like, my art background is Italian Renaissance, so I like heavy Catholicism and symbolism and all of this, and just kind of like where are they drawing the pieces and stuff. But once the nuns were dead and everything, because it kind of led you in one direction, and it looked like that other girl was going to help her. And then when everyone was just gone, like I think I probably even could have settled if like the ghosts were going to help her at some point instead of try and kill her altogether. But once they like decided to not commit to their original concept, it felt like, then I was like, never mind.
It all just felt so haphazard to me.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense, yeah.
And then like I think overall, I think the casting was really good. I think like the setting, like we said, it looked really good, and I think the actors tried their best. It wasn't like
so. I was going to bring this up anyway, but that's a good transition. I actually find the casting to be baffling of Thaisa Farmiga, because she's so obviously related, but they don't do anything with it. Like there's,
the type
you have like this expectation that she's Lorraine's mother or somehow related to Lorraine.
Oh.
And it's just like not. I mean, it's just like any other actress.
Yeah,
and it just doesn't make any sense.
No, it's not.
No, they're sisters. No, it's not. No. I'm saying because going into Thaisa Farmiga is Vera Farmiga's sister in real life, IRL.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
You didn't know that. They look exactly the same.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I had no clue.
So I mean, just bringing that context into it anyway, like you're kind of like, oh, that's interesting. They must be related in some way.
Sure.
And then
when are they going to bring that out?
They look so similar. And obviously, because this is a universe of movies that connect to each other, it seems so like obvious. But then it's like
Frenchie was the one.
a dangling thread that. So I don't know. I mean, it seems like it's stunt casting in a weird way.
Sure. Yeah.
But it doesn't really have a stunt to it. So I think she's fine in the movie, and I don't really have much of a connection to her outside of this. Like you all do. You've seen her in other things. I don't really know her from much else. Random things here and there, but it's just weird. It's just weird to me.
Yeah, that is weird for sure.
Yeah. I feel like,
but obviously, like
they're obviously able actors, but I feel like
that's what I'm saying. Like
you can only you can only watch a character make bewildering decisions for so long before you're completely unconnected to the character.
It's
and
just the
their investigations were not by any means interesting. They weren't they weren't great investigators, and then when evil would show up, they would blindly follow it, saying its name. You know, like it just was. And the sequences, like we said in the middle of the movie, the Conjuring movies so far have had like built huge set pieces of tension and suspense, and you can see it happening, and you're like, oh, this is the next part. Okay, everybody, like, get ready for the roller coaster. And this one, each time those moments happened, there was just nothing. They felt flat. They weren't executed in a way that gave us any tension or suspense.
Well, it's a weird thing about the aesthetic of the movie too, right? Because even I just said, like, you expect her to be like her mom or something, but again, this happens, like, this movie takes place like 5 years before the first Conjuring, or no, like 10 or something years before it. So like not long before the first Conjuring movie. So obviously, like, she couldn't be her mom, but whatever. I digress. I'll leave that point alone.
Some of that tension is lost by the sheer size of the space that they gave us in this movie. All of the other two Conjuring movies took place in a very tight and narrow home.
Yeah.
And this one took place in a castle and a convent. So you're going to lose a lot of that tension because there's space to get away. Even though they locked you in, you're not really. I mean, you don't feel locked in.
That's a really good point. Also, even in those tiny, tight spaces, like, so much fell into complete darkness. Like, the characters would be surrounded, like, they'd be backing into a corner that was completely black. There was a lot of, like, depth. Because the environment was so beautiful, they lit it all the way back. So, like, there wasn't, like, dark spaces for things to jump out at you, unless they, like, clearly, like, blackened out the doorway that the thing was going to reach through, you know? So it wasn't like you were surrounded by shadows. It was like, oh, there's a bit of shadow back there. I think I know where it is.
You see a habit in the distance.
Yeah. The outline of a nun.
Also,
Phil?
I just want to point out that obviously the nun itself, I don't think it was well done. We had mentioned this during watching too. Like, it's not scary. It looks totally CGI. It looks, again, like comic to me. It doesn't look like a scary villain demon.
Totally. It's goofy.
It's lame.
Yeah. And, like, now I'm just, like, thinking how the movie would have been with Bruce Campbell in it.
I don't know if the design.
I think that could have actually been better.
Well, yeah, it totally changed everything in a very different way.
What needed to happen was Bruce Campbell should have been cast as the priest, and then teleport Bruce Campbell from the 80s to come in to be Frenchie character. Both of them. Or use the Irishman de-aging stuff.
Yeah,
to be Frenchie, so you could just do both. I don't know if I find the character design or whatever to be goofy. I think it's, like, too austere, but I think it's just one of those problems where it's, you know, the character is interesting in this sort of small supporting role, but, like, when there's something of the focus, but there's no depth to the character.
It
doesn't really do anything.
It really worked nicely in the hands of James Wan.
Right.
And this one was a no-go. I mean, it was like 20 minutes in, it was like, something's got to happen very different than the rest of this, and it just never did.
Yeah, agreed.
Has anyone seen Curse of La Llorona? Yes.
Yeah.
You have seen it.
Yeah, I saw it in theaters.
Is it better than this? Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's better than this. It's better than this.
Okay.
It's better than this. I think that...
Which storyline does it follow?
The curse, the folklore around La Llorona.
Okay, so it's not really connected to any of the other threads.
No, I don't remember. I remember there was, like, one thing that connected it in the theaters, because I saw it with my brother and I was trying to explain to him why it connected it to the series.
It's probably a shoehorned intro where it says previously on.
Right, totally. Right, exactly.
Like this one
I don't even need connective threads to these things, honestly. Like, I would much rather it be like an anthology series. Like, I know you can make cool, scary stuff. Just do whatever, make a standalone movie that's cool and scary, and say from the people who brought you The Conjuring.
Yeah,
I'm on board. Part of the Conjuring universe because I don't know, it's a fucking ghost or whatever. I don't care. And then
sorry, I was just but you can even have those little tiny moments of like things that are fun and like bring it together, but it doesn't have to be this whole connecting universe thing, because that's where we're getting now in The Nun, where it's just too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that little snippet at the end, I was done. I'm like, okay, yes, fine. No, we don't need to constantly see the same footage over and over again. It's not necessary.
Yeah. It's starting to feel
Stars
a little...
Linda Cardellini, so that's something at least.
Oh, well, see, that's great. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
It's like, you're right. The connective tissues are starting to feel a little M. Nighty. You know, it's starting to feel a little Shyamalan kind of tacked on at this point. It's called Shyamalan tack on. And,
classic.
And I don't know. Anything else about The Nun, guys, before we head into Curse of La Llorona? Is it La
Llorona?
Llorona. Okay. Anything else?
I was gonna say, like, our last comment, the typer had a comment says the universe building is feeling really forced, and yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of how everyone's feeling. That you just have an intro and an outro, and then the rest is kind of just made. I will say again, this is me not being the art critic and me just being the film watcher, but like this and even Annabelle Creation, like I felt like all of the scares were really telegraphed. And as somebody who enjoys watching horror movies to be scared, like I didn't jump once in either movie, like this one especially. Just like, I mean, if you're going to tell me that a scare's coming and then telegraph it the whole way through, like that's just bad. You know, bad on them. But I did think the last thing I'll say that I think is kind of funny is thanks to Amazon with its trivia throughout the movie. If it said right at the end, said that The Conjuring 1 and 2 were based on real events, but The Nun was completely made up. It's like, yeah, no shit. No one thinks that this is based on some story that happened.
Shocking.
See, what you said about scares, Phil, is interesting to me because it speaks to jump scare culture for me. And for me, like Annabelle Creation made me like spooked me a bunch, and it's because the scares are telegraphed. Like I see this thing that's going to happen, but when and how is it going to happen? And that gave me a bunch of tension. It did not work for you, but it definitely worked for me.
No, because I think
something just jumping out of frame left at me.
Yeah, no, but I think there's like for me, like there's two types of scares, and this is again just me being the horror movie, but like there's the jump scare where I think of like Friday the 13th and Halloween, stuff like that, where it's like, yes, you know something's going to happen, but they don't necessarily say like, oh, something's gonna come out of this wall or whatever. That just it happens and it gets you. That's the whole point of it. The other kind of scary moments that I think of are more of like, you know, internal, where it's just like it's not going to be a scare, it's just this sense of tension. But I feel if you overly telegraph it and rooms get dark and people spend 20 minutes looking at candles in a circle and it's like, oh my god, it's a pentagram, like that doesn't build suspense for me. I called it 4 seconds into the room what's going to happen, and then you spend 20 minutes to get there.
In this movie, I did not feel any tension whatsoever at all. The Nun didn't have any of it for me. But Annabelle, the sequences, like I get what you're talking about, like watching characters walk around in the dark forever, and I feel it like crazy in a bunch of slasher movies and a lot of indie modern horror because they can't, you know, they basically get one location and they have a couple of characters and they have to have them walk around in the dark forever in order to like stretch out their runtime. But like the Annabelle Creation darkness moving sequences, I felt I was curious about the motivations and I was with the characters for them. So it didn't feel like random corridor walking to me. I don't know. This is just, it hit me differently than it hit you.
Yeah. I know we're already going post credits here, but I think the reason it hit you better is because those characters were likable. And you were more of like, this is tense because something's going to happen to a character I like. While even if I liked the characters in Annabelle Creation, I I didn't love them that maybe.
Well, but also each piece was different too. Like usually it's just go around the next dark corner, go around the next dark corner. Here it was like follow this thing to this thing. Now the thing lights up, find the thing. Where does that go? Over here. Now this, now there's a sheet. The sheet's gonna come. This
There's no argument that this movie is 100 times worse.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
don't get me wrong. But.
The sequences were each different, and there was motivation to like each sequence had a narrative within itself. Like that alone is entertainment to me, and it pulls me along and keeps me tense and suspenseful. Whereas here, I just like none of the sequences really had much of a narrative. It was just like I see the boy, I chase the boy, I continue to chase the boy. The boy's over there, I follow the boy. Like
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, I think this is also the first.
Yeah.
I think this is the first of the Conjuring movies where, like, right from the beginning, you kind of know exactly what's going on. Like, in all of the other ones, like, you're never quite sure. And sometimes it goes a little too heavy on it. And I've criticized them as we've gone along as well. But, like, you don't exactly know, like, is this a demon who's, like, using this conduit, or is it like fully like taken over this person, or like is it just a spirit, or what is it, like is it a ghost, what is it? Whereas like this movie, I think because it's so trapped in like the religious horror subgenre, like you kind of exactly know what is at play from the very beginning. So I think that definitely like makes the other ones a little bit more unpredictable, because you're trying to figure out what exactly is going on.
Yeah, there's a little bit more.
Where you don't have that tension
story each time. Yeah, except for this one where we're just like, oh yeah, it's the nun and the nun's evil.
Yeah,
I've seen every other film in the Conjuring series. This is the only one I hadn't, and this was by far the worst.
Cool.
By far.
Good. Uphill from here, guys. We've hit.
It's all uphill from here.
We've hit the divot. Now we're out of the pothole onto the onto new heights tomorrow nights. Any other?
Two more to go. I can't believe there's only two more.
Yeah, just 7 movies, quick, easy, done. If we had done this, even if COVID hadn't happened and we had done this, we'd be 9 movies. I think at this point, 8 at least. Any other things people would like to say?
This is supposed to get a sequel. I don't
know.
Yeah, saw that on Google.
Yeah.
No.
What?
No.
How?
Because we need to know how Frenchie got from that cart to that room. We got to follow the exact paces to get another prequel.
Yeah.
Oh.
It might not be a direct sequel, but I don't know. Yeah, who knows? COVID and whatever might change that decision, but
it should.
I guess there might be another earthquake.
I feel like they lost me on the series in this movie. Like if the writers and everyone thinks the nun is this super cool, awesome villain, and they're willing to basically make 2 movies about it, it's just like, okay, you're putting your eggs in the wrong basket here.
Yeah.
By far, for sure.
Yeah. And because it's this series, it is an Easter basket. So
Heyo.
That is it for tonight, y'all. Super fun to not have watched this movie without you around, because that would have been way worse. Thanks so much again for coming out tonight. And I think we're going to have a variety in the faces tomorrow. I think we got a couple. Well, I know, Carlin, this is your last night, right?
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming for the last couple nights. I'm sorry you ended on this one.
Yeah.
I like creation.
I've enjoyed both nights, but yeah, despite the movies.
Yeah. And we will see whoever cares to join us tomorrow for Curse of La Llorona. Bye.